Hello, my name is Caitlin Miller, and today I'm discussing how social media has changed the way we share photos with others. Let's go back 10 or 20 years, when taking a picture required a camera, film, and an ability to develop that film. If someone saw your photo, it was probably because you sent it to them. Most pictures were your yearly school photograph or shots taken on vacation. But now we have social media. There's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and so many more platforms that pop up every day. Sharing that photo for the world to see is as easy as clicking a button and adding a filter. In fact, of the 288 million active Twitter users, 80% use mobile devices. This new world of social media has created many changes in our culture, and some changes are more nuanced than others. Let's look at Twitter. It's less than a decade old and yet has already become an integrated part of our culture. The first tweet was sent on March 21st of 2006, and by March of 2011, over a billion tweets were shared every week. And then by August of 2013, 500 million tweets were posted a day. And Twitter isn't just for the average Joe anymore. It's used by corporations, production companies, news networks, restaurants, and celebrities. Even JMU has an official Twitter. But all this attention comes with a cost. Twitter has become more than simply the preferred way of promoting the next Taylor Swift single. It also has a dark underside with accounts and tweets people don't even want to think about. In recent years, there's been an increase in what's called revenge porn, which basically means someone releasing intimate photos of a current or former partner to embarrass them. In California, the creator of a revenge porn site was recently convicted of 27 counts of identity fraud and extortion for charging women up to $300 to remove nude photos of them from his site. 20 years ago, these kinds of crimes could not have even happened without some serious time and effort. Twitter and other similar sites have created an easy way to share your information with others, even when it's without your consent. They've also helped foster a kind of share everything attitude, meaning people worry less about the consequences of their posts, both for them and for the people which they are posting about. This doesn't necessarily mean social media groups want crimes like revenge porn to happen. Because of these instances, both Facebook and Twitter have increased their privacy rules and restricted postings of nude photographs. There has also been 16 states to criminalize revenge porn, including Virginia. This gives victims of this assault legal options and ways to move against their perpetrators. But what about photos that aren't so cut and dry? It's not hard to decide that posting nude pictures without someone's consent is illegal and very immoral. But what about images that are still intimate, just not as explicitly?
Well, I think anytime you either take a picture and or post a picture without someone's consent, it's a violation. So even if it's just a benign situation, if you're just hanging out, it's probably good practice just to ask.
That was Charity O'Connor, president of Campus Assault Response.
You're taking away someone's autonomy and control over their own privacy. And it's also kind of perpetuating problematic behavior. If you're photographing two people hooking up and one of them is drunk or something, you are photographing assault. And instead of stepping into that situation as an active bystander, you're perpetuating it by photographing it and putting it on the internet for other people to look at and, spread around and stuff like that.
And that's where things get interesting. How do you know you're not photographing an actual crime? And how do you know that by photographing someone else, you're not actually committing a crime yourself? This is Jessica Garcia, an RA at JMU.
Well, we did over this past summer in 2014 added the sexual exploitation policy to our sexual misconduct policy here at JMU. So that allowed us to make sure that people such as JMU Makeouts or Duke's Nudes would not happen again.
That's right. Accounts like JMU Makeouts are actually against the student handbook. Posting pictures of someone without their consent can get you in trouble with both the police and OSARP, and administration works actively to shut down accounts like JMU Makeouts or JMU Nudes. But some of these Twitter accounts are practically tradition, as student Alex Weathersby tells us.
There was only one instance I knew where people were purposely trying to get on the site, but even then they were still in the background of a picture, so they didn't want their faces to be showing. It was just sort of a JMU bucket list thing, I guess. Last year, my floor mates and I went on JMU Makeouts a couple times because they wanted to see if they ended up on it. And one girl was on it several times, and everybody liked to make fun of her for that. And even though like they weren't being like mean, it was just kind of in a jokesy way, I can easily see how that could turn into like somebody slut shaming you.
So the people who were on it multiple times didn't realize that their photo was being taken?
Oh yeah. The girl who was on it several times, she didn't, like, none of those times did she even realize that her photo was being taken. I think she was on there either 4 or 5 times, and she had no idea until we would check the next morning.
Twitter has made it easy for us to share and view photographs from all over the world. Campus culture has created a demand for pictures, putting people in embarrassing situations, often without their consent. As Corey Tierney wrote in a Breeze article last year, if 2 people are having a good time at a party and decide to be affectionate, that's their business. Go nuts. The concern lies in why someone who is a complete stranger to this couple would feel the need to not only take a picture, but also to tweet it on his or her personal account. This is not a problem unique to JMU. Campuses all over the country are trying to protect the privacy of their students online. The Kappa Delta Rho fraternity of Penn State is currently under investigation for maintaining a private Facebook page with photos of naked, unconscious women. As legal protection for this cyber sexual harassment increases, I have no doubt we will hear about more of these cases. So how do we combat this sweeping trend? Ask permission before posting, before even snapping a picture. And when in doubt, maybe keep your phone in your pocket. You can enjoy your youth without immortalizing every second of it. Special thanks to Charity O'Connor, Alex Weathersby, and Jessica Garcia. If you wish to learn more about the JMU Student Handbook or feel that your rights as a JMU student have been violated, you can visit OSARP at the SSC. If you have been a primary or secondary survivor of sexual assault of any kind, you can call Campus Assault Response or CARE anytime JMU is in session at 540-568-6411. Thanks for listening.